Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we're actually doing the monthly reading. So looking ahead at July, seeing what's going on for you. Um, this week we are using, I've got the I Don't Care Oracle. I do have here the Love Angels Oracle, and the lenormand I'm using, I have the Slavic Folklore lenormand. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support, but I do apologize in advance for any sniffling or coughing or anything like that. I have some sinus issues that are just not going away, and it's been super cold here in Australia today, so forgive me for being all sort of rugged up and putting comfort above trying to put myself together a little bit better for the videos, but you get what you get, guys. But Scorpio, splitting the month up, start, middle, and end of July, seeing what is going on for you. Okay, Scorpio. Wow, okay, Scorpio. These cards, I'm not going to take those because these cards actually are brand new, so they're very slippery. So I'm not taking really these ones that are flying out, but we'll see how we go. Scorpio, start, middle, and end of July. Start, middle, and end of July for Scorpio. I did have a quick look and I just sort of glanced them, so I know what they were. So if they do come back out, we will know. Okay, so seeing similar sort of energy, I have sort of seen everyone sort of sticking with their elements a little bit this for July here. So, air has had similar vibes, and now water, you're getting similar vibes. I'm seeing your vibes being similar here to what we just saw for Cancer, I believe it was. Okay, starting off with one of the same cards that Cancer had here. You have rights. Okay, so standing up for what you believe in, what you deserve. Okay, because with this card, we kind of see this transition of starting off here, immigrating into a country. Then we see someone working very hard, cleaning, and then finally the final phase here where they're fully, in the doctor suit. So they're done, put in the hard work to come from somewhere that may have been a very big struggle for this person, and then they've put in a lot of hard work, spending hours on their hands and knees scrubbing here, and obviously paying for education, and then they are finally here, the doctor here. So you do have rights. You are standing up for what you truly deserve. You've put the work in, Scorpio, and so whatever's going on for you at the moment, this too shall pass. Okay, so whatever's been going on for you at the moment, whatever it is that you're, feeling a bit sort of left out here in the cold, feeling a little bit separated, from the happiness that's around you, you have rights. You can stand up and say, look, I deserve happiness too. This too shall pass. You are, we all go through, the ebbs and flows, the downs and the highs. It's just part of life's experience, unfortunately, here, Scorpio. So reminding yourself that this too will pass, that, whatever's been going on for you, standing strong, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you deserve. Okay. Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio at the start of July, please? I am seeing like a strong theme here, that you may be struggling, feeling as though you do deserve this, you do deserve better days, you do deserve to stand up, like struggling to believe that within yourself, that you do deserve, to be treated better, to that you have put in the hard work to sort of get what you deserve. I kind of feel a lot of you struggle a little bit with that here, Scorpio. We do see the grave, which is the coffin in the traditional deck. as you can see in this card, we've got the three-headed dragon with the butterfly wings. So it does actually talk very heavily about transformation. The traditional card is the coffin, so it talks about, you know, death and rebirth. It's endings, bringing new beginnings. This too shall pass. You know, this phase where we're, you know, needing comfort and needing, you know, feeling like we're left out in the cold, separated from the things that we want. You know, the ending of that scenario does bring through a brand new beginning. It brings through a transformation in your life for you, and you know, saying goodbye to the sadness, to the things that you've been you know, left outside, left apart from. Saying goodbye to those things and being ready to embrace the brand new energy that's allowing into your life. Because, you know, with the death of one thing in our life, the ending of one thing in our life, it creates space for new beginnings and new things to come into our life. But, you know, I do feel a lot of you here, so sort of just taking it to heart a little bit with this too shall pass energy, but also this bear here as well, feeling as though you need to sort of curl up and protect yourself and just nurture yourself a little bit here. There may be the need for some of you to create stronger boundaries around yourself, especially when it comes to sex stuff here with the snake as well, Scorpio. I do feel that for some of you that is specifically needing to put up stronger boundaries when it comes to sex, but just in general here, for the main collective here, it's protecting yourself against, you know, because I feel like it's not coming through as you need to. It's coming through as this is just within you yourself, that have you have this need within yourself to, you know, protect yourself and you know, roar when people get a little bit too close to you because of your, you know, it feels a little bit like your fear of, you know, your distrust of people, that you're feeling as though, you know, oh, everyone's just going to deceive me, everyone's just going to, you know, laugh while they're in comfort and I'm out here stuck in the cold. You kind of feel you're kind of putting that energy on others around you, and sort of, because I'm getting with the boundaries stuff, I'm getting that it's like your boundaries are just a little bit too high. It's not boundaries at the moment. It's a giant fortress around yourself that you've built around yourself here, Scorpio. And just needing to maybe ease off of that a little bit and let people in just a little bit. Like I do see that you are in a very you know, it does feel as though you're going through a bit of a stage during July here. You know, really paying attention to some of the things that have closed out in your life, and you know, some of the things that have happened in the past. I'm not denying the fact that it does seem that there has been some pretty rough sort of betrayal, deceptive energy in your past, and that's why you've got your backup. You know, and you're kind of on guard against that happening again, which is, you know, totally legit. But there's also this point of, you know, if you build this big giant brick wall around yourself and then wonder why nobody can get to you, it's because, you know, you're not just blocking out the people that will do you wrong, but you're blocking out the people that would do you right as well. So, you know, you're kind of blocking everybody from getting to you at the moment, rather than just the negative energy, rather than just the people that are trying to, you know, deceive you or use you, or you know, whatever it may be in your particular scenario here. You are just pretty blocked off to pretty much everybody at the moment here, Scorpio, especially those of you where there is some sort of betrayal that has to do with physical intimacy. I'm kind of feeling that for some of you, this is something where you may have been cheated on in the past, and have a strong fear of that sort of happening again in the future. So you're kind of, well, no one can cheat on me if I'm not with anybody kind of energy, that if I don't give my heart to anybody, they can't break it. You know, so you just got your back up a little bit. You're just on guard very heavily against allowing people too close to you at the moment. The middle of July here, we do see you are not your emotions. Okay, so your emotions do not control you. That's not the be all and end all. You know, this too shall pass. this too shall pass. It's okay to be emotional, and it's okay to, have those emotions. And, but I feel like a lot of you are really, really trying to force yourself to not feel, and understanding that, having emotions is just part of the experience. Having no emotions is going to be actually harder on you in the long run than going, yes, I have these emotions. I maybe don't need to feel them right now. I'm going to push them aside, or whatever it is for you. I'm not going to allow them to control me. I'm not going to react emotionally. I'm not going to allow those emotions to control me. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to pretend that they don't exist. Okay, so there is something here about, I feel like, needing to just accept that you have these emotions, regardless of whether you can do anything about that right now. It's, yes, I have these emotions. No, they don't control me. They don't make me who I am. All right. Fall down on the couch. Literally go and smush yourself into the couch. Take some rest, Scorpio. You've got a lot going on for yourself emotionally and mentally at the moment, I feel, for a lot of you. So, it's perfectly fine to say, that's it. I'm not getting off this couch for a week. Call in sick to work, whatever you need to do to look after yourself. At the middle of July here, if controlling your emotions means that you just veg out on the couch for a week, well, you do what you do, and do what you need to do to make sure that you are okay. All right, Scorpio, middle of July for our Scorpios. Yeah, pretty straightforward. We see the clover. Take a chance, take a risk. For some of you, as soon as I said, call in sick to work, a couple of you, I can kind of feel your energy going, oh, but if I do this, and this, I can't do that, this. Take a chance. Take a chance on yourself. Take a chance to do what you need to do to look out for yourself, because, in that sort of example where you're kind of saying, I can't take time off work, I can't take time off work. If you don't take time off work when you really, truly need it, are you going to be able to do your job? Like, what happens if you push yourself too far where you end up losing your job and then you've got no job to go home to? Whereas if you take time off, take those RDOs, take the, whatever it is for you yourself, take that time that you need to look after you. Because if you can't be okay within yourself, how can you, be okay to do your job and things like that? And I am picking up on someone here too, where there's some sort of, it is pulling to my attention the risk factor. There's someone who works in like a factory of some sort where there's actual, dangerous stuff. So if you're doing this job while you're like, operating machinery or something that might be dangerous, you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting other people around you at risk, not just, the job, but, and the product or whatever that is, but, you're putting your physical self at risk here. So you really need to be careful and make sure you do, stick to your couch. If that's the only place you can get to at the moment, go there. Take that time off if you need it, okay? Because we see the anchor there as well. You need to find your steadiness. You need to find your, you need to be able to rely on yourself a little bit more here. Take a chance to stop, to hold yourself steady and focus on holding yourself steady. The anchor is what we put down out of the ship to stop the ship from, drifting away. And that's what you need to do for yourself here, Scorpio, in the middle of July. We do see the mountain coming through here as well. A little bit of hard work, a little bit of perseverance. It's not something that click your fingers, everything's, everything comes golden. No, it's hard work. Life is hard work. When we have these sorts of things in our life, when we are trying to, control our emotions and, stand up for our emotions and ourself in general, protecting ourselves, it takes a little bit of work. But, once you climb that mountain, once you put in that work and you persevere with this, persevere, you will reach the top. And once you're at the top of that mountain, you can see your way clear and you know exactly how to get back down. Okay, so for some of you, I'm picking up that is the Capricorn card. I'm seeing, I do have your card coming out here as well. So we've got the Scorpio card. I've also got the Capricorn card here. So, focusing on yourself, but for some of you, there may be a Capricorn around you helping support you at this time as well. But then the end of the month, same. Okay, sleep on it. Sleep on it. Don't rush into making any decisions. Rest is the most important thing for you this month, Scorpio. Taking the time you need to rest, to sleep, to really think things through in a rested, peaceful way, rather than allowing your emotions to take control and become reactive to anything going on around you. You are good enough as you are right now. Whatever this is that's made you feel like you're not good enough, like you don't deserve it, like you can't stand up for your rights, that, whatever's made you feel like you're sort of left outside while everyone else is happy and you're just sort of looking in, you are good enough for this. You need to remind yourself of that, and you need to feel that within yourself. You do deserve happiness. You do deserve, to be able to control your emotions in a positive way for yourself. You do deserve to have this rest. Take this time off work, whatever that is for you. You deserve, I feel like for some of you, love is what you're worried about here. You do deserve love. You do deserve to be treated in a healthy, loving way, different to how you've been treated in the past here, Scorpio. I am once again getting drawn back to that. There's been a betrayal in the past, but do you know what? With that coffin energy, that shows us that's in the past. That has ended. That energy has ended. You're able to have this new beginning if only you will allow yourself to have it and tell yourself that you do deserve new beginnings here. You do deserve all that energy that you've put into that past situation. Yeah, you may feel like you've wasted time or whatever that is here, but all that energy, that was yours, Scorpio. You now have the opportunity to put all that energy into something brand new. Right now, you're being asked to put that into yourself, and so you can get yourself back to stable, back to a place where you do remember that you do deserve things and that you are worthy exactly as you are. Okay, you don't need to change to be that perfect person. The person that thinks that you're absolutely perfect, that's exactly how you are. They're not going to ask you to change. They're going to love you exactly the way that you are. If somebody didn't love you for who you are and wanted you to change, they weren't the one for you, Scorpio. They weren't. They're not perfect for you if they're trying to get you to change. That's not your perfect. That's not your version of perfect, is it? Someone that asks you to change all the time, that's not your version of perfect. So why on earth would you expect to be theirs? Sorry to be a little bit blunt there, but okay, end of July for Scorpio. I'm sort of just feeling there's someone I'm picking up that there is an energy around you that they're going to love you exactly how you are. But I feel like that's going forth into the future a little bit further than just July. So we'll have a look, later down the track at that for you. We do have the Lily. So, being very emotionally vulnerable within yourself, honest with yourself about how you truly feel, being kinder to yourself, really standing up for the fact that you do deserve, you are good enough. You do need a bit of rest. And that's going to give you that opportunity to really remind yourself that, I need to be kind to myself. We also see the Herald, okay, which is the stork energy in the traditional decks. So, once you take some time to yourself and rest and recuperate a little bit of your energy here, and remind yourself that you are worthy, and that you're perfect just the way that you are. Nobody else is as perfect as being you, as what you are. Nobody else in the whole world could be you as perfectly as you can. All right. You don't need to be anybody else other than yourself, Scorpio. And that's all about change and transitions. Stirring things up, stirring that energy up, being the kinder you are to yourself, the more it stirs up positive changes in your life, and it springs in new energy, stirs up new ideas and new energy coming your way, especially when it comes to relationships. Not necessarily, love relationships. I feel like a lot of you aren't quite ready for that phase anyway, but it stirs up the cycles that you've been going through in love and in your life in general. Stirs that up and allows you to break free from that past cycle and enter in brand new cycles here. Okay, what else does Scorpio need to know for July? What else does Scorpio need to know for July, please? Yeah, so you keep thinking about it. You keep allowing this to continue to affect you, Scorpio, this betrayal in the past. Here we see third party situation. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. So you keep focusing on that factor. It does also talk about not just like a physical betrayal, although I feel for a lot of you it may definitely have been like actual physical cheating here. That third party, it may have been, somebody more focused on their work, wanting to do other things, and focusing more on things outside of the connection. But it's kind of been a bit of a betrayal to you in some way. Redirect your thoughts. Okay, every time you think about that thing, redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract, not on what you fear will happen. Take your power back. The more that you dwell on that, the more that you're giving your power to that. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. All right. So the more that you focus on that past situation, the more you're giving power to that past person, that past situation. Okay. So you're about to break the cycle here, Scorpio. It's just a matter of really taking the time to look after yourself and remember how much you do deserve better and you are worth more than whatever this was in the past. This too shall pass. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, Scorpio, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.